My name is Logan, and this is my story.
Logan was born in July of 2005. In August of 2005, he was removed from his mother and father's care because they were on drugs. I think it was meth. Logan had multiple special circumstances in his case in that he was removed from his parents so early in his life. There wasn't a lot of bonding.
Defiant, couldn't advocate for himself, couldn't talk about his feelings, wanted to get away from things. He used to hide under tables.
He was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, ADHD, and then just has some emotional challenges that are associated with the first 10 years of his life, frankly.
I met Logan when he was a second grader, and he went to the elementary school that I worked at. And then Ben and I decided that we wanted to adopt out of foster care, so we had already started the process. It came to my attention that he was back in care and that he needed a placement. He was actually one of the reasons why I started thinking about adopting out of foster care, because I knew he'd been in and out of care, and I just adored him, and I was very close to him and spent a lot of time with him.
When I took back over the case with Logan and saw the foster home that he was in and the experience and education and, frankly, commitment of his foster parents, my perspective was that keeping Logan in his current foster home as an adoptive home would be the best option for him.
Patty wasn't bound by the rules and regulations of the agencies that were involved, and so she was able to come to her own conclusions about things and advocate for that, even if it wasn't necessarily what the state or other people thought needed to happen because of the rules they were bound by.
It was instrumental in terms of being able to advocate for himself, because he couldn't do that. He's been in and out of foster care. He had no choice in the matter. He's had no choice in terms of what his family situation is. He was always in flux.
I feel comfortable talking to her about stuff. Sometimes I would say stuff to her and some other people too, and then they'd go to the court and tell everybody what I was saying, so I didn't have to be all nervous and say it myself.
Logan is doing so amazing these days. One of the things that I noticed about Logan over the last 4 years is the difference that a loving and committed family and home environment with some structure and stability, what the changes that can be made. Combined with that, he's also in the Talented and Gifted program, so he's very, very bright.
I really want Logan to, and I think he's really starting to figure out what he's passionate about, and to not see struggle as a dead end, but as something that he can figure out how to work around. I really think that Logan is going to be a very well-adjusted, happy adult, and I have so many fewer concerns about his future now than I had when I first met him.
I think what a CASA in general brings, again, to the picture is the ability to step back and really I get to talk to and am chartered with talking to everybody. CASA is the constant thread, and while we're not with the kiddo every day, that he knows that the CASA is going to be there with him and committed to him throughout this process.
I think everybody respected Patty's opinion and her point of view because they knew that her only agenda was to advocate for what was in Logan's best interest. I think everybody really trusted her and her judgment about what was best.
CASA is awesome, and I think everybody should have CASA. It was really nice, Patty being that voice for me.